Today, we'll be taking the 2020 Piaggio Liberty scooter that made it across the country during Scooter Cannonball 2025. We're gonna get it a new belt. We're gonna get a new Variator. We got a box of Malossi stuff over here. Yeah, we got a new clutch. We're gonna see what all we can do here today with the Piaggio Liberty 2020 scooter. All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen, check it out. This is the Piaggio Liberty ABS from 2020 that made it across the country during Scooter Cannonball 2025. If you were following the activities, I was participating as Diva D number 936 out of Santa Cruz, California. And of course, Scooter Cannonball 2025 was able to travel from Seaside, Oregon, which I came to from Santa Cruz, California to Seaside, Oregon. Then day one, we traveled to Pendleton, Oregon. Then day two was McCall, Idaho. Then Pocatello, Idaho. Grand Junction, Colorado. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Pecos, Texas. Kerrville, Texas. And finished up in South Padre Island, Texas. This is the scooter that I rode across the country, 153 cc's, I think it is, something like that, a little over 150. I got some stickers from some other competitors. If you see yourself there, shout out to you. Shout out, of course, to Go Pam. Shout out to Johnny Powell. Shout out to the original Crank Hustle Wilser. Yeah, 936 Diva D. All right, I'm going to be showing you what we got going on down in here because I'll tell you the whole story. But we went ahead and blew that transmission belt. This scooter here is rocking, oops, I didn't bring the keys, but a little over 15,000 miles on the scooter, which is what they say is when you're to expect that the belt will probably give up. 15,000 miles, that's pretty amazing, I think, on a little scooter like this. So I was at about 3,000 miles when I left for Scooter Cannonball, and I'm at 15,000 miles now, roughly 5-6 months after Scooter Cannonball's over. So been putting some miles on the old scoot, and I'll tell you all about it. But now it's time to figure out how to change the transmission belt and give it a whole bunch of other goodies here from the box of Malossi parts and whatnot that we got going on over here. So we'll take you all through it. Here we go. All right. So the first thing I got to do is I got to have this airbox be able to lift up a little bit so I can get access to all the bolts going around. So let me get in here. Airbox bolt there. All right, do these lift up now? Hey, there we go. All right. Now I got to take off this black cover right here. All right. So then we got these 3 we're going to get right here. Came out all the way. And 3. This one. All right. I think this just pops off. Hey. Scuzz coming out of there. Not too bad. All right, now Oof, yeah, I can see right in there already. Belt destruction. You see the belt destruction going on in there already? Yup. Alright, so clearly this is a broken belt that we are going to replace for hundreds of less dollars because we're not going to pay for it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got to get this little plastic job out of the way, but it's kind of a problem. Now, I have installed the extra, the optional side stand, even though I don't use it very much. But I got the side stand over here, so if I lower that, then of course this thing pops right out of the way, no problem. And again, we can see massive casualties of belt in there. It's going to be even worse once we get it all opened up, I'm sure. Alright, but now we got the airbox lifted, this thing out of the way. I got to take this little plastic thing off, and then all those around there. Where's my little plastic tool popper? Here we go. Let's see if this one will get in there easy somewhere. Find a spot. It's made for this. Oh, there we go. Bing! Alright, that little thing popped off. So the next one I'm going to remove has this grounding cable underneath it, and for some reason it's a little tougher than the other ones to pull. So let's get a tool. Same as the rest, this one's just got this cable. Alright. Don't damage it. Let's see if I got any more underneath here. Oh yeah. This one also has a little hook for keeping the brake line up. One more out there somewhere. I gotta figure it out. There it is. One more. Makes 10. Alright, all 10 of those are off. Now I think I gotta take this bad boy off right over here. Okay, for my next trick, we're going to take this bad boy off here with the old 19 millimeter here on Dave Dash TV, but it'll all spin around, so we have this special Vespa Motorsports tool, hello, that goes right in these holes, and it's going through some openings on the clutch bell, and apparently now I should be able to do this. Let's see. Hey, there it goes. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's see, I think there's a washer in there. The nut. I think the washer will probably come out. It's coming. Yeah! I don't have to fiddle with it. That's nice. Anything else in there? Jim Rehuel. He's. Oh yeah. Shoot. Look at that fluff. Fluffy madness. I'll take you in. Alright, well, 15,700 and something miles. We'll turn a very nice rubber belt into absolute mess. Wow. That's pretty impressive. It disappeared so much that when I was driving or riding, it just felt like total power loss, nothing. But it certainly didn't have any actual material that didn't totally disintegrate, so there's barely anything that could have got me any problem, like seizing up the engine or locking up the back wheel. So I would say I lucked out pretty good. That feels nice and smooth. Wow, that's pretty nice. Okay, so we're going to clean this up. We're going to clean all that up. And then we're going to start putting in some brand new stuff. Brand new stuff coming in. Yeah, brand new. The only part we're gonna keep is this here. We got a new clutch because it was already making some squeakly noises at 15,000 miles, and I got all the Malossi stuff over here, and we are gonna be feeling pretty fresh after this. Wow. I'm definitely glad I'm doing this in my driveway, and I was able to push the scooter from where I was parked to here. I mean, it would be nice if I had a garage, but I'm glad I'm doing it in my driveway and not on the side of the road in the middle of Scooter Cannonball. That is for sure. Like many people did. Many people had this same blowout in the middle of Scooter Cannonball. I watched Quasi go through it. My buddy Scott, who was out there this year, he did it one day in the middle of his ride. I think he still did better than me that day, even though he had to change his belt on the side of the road. That guy's fast. He was on a PCX. Those are both PCXs, actually, those stories that I know about. Side of the road, Cannonball, belt changes. Yeah, I'd much rather be here in my house with my tools and O'Reilly down the road, even though I spent... What did I spend? $27 on this socket? And yeah, it's the right one. So 35 millimeter. All right, so I'm glad I got that socket, I guess. Okay. Well. Let's get into it. All right. Well, I have my clutch and driven pulley here, and I just bought a socket to fit this. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this off because the clutch I'm replacing, I got a new clutch, new factory clutch. And the spring I'm replacing because the spring comes, the Malossi Variator kit comes with a new spring. Don't kill yourself. That's what's up. Yeah, that's jammed down inside that clutch. I'm glad I have a new one. There we go. Alright. So there's the old clutch, which I heard sometimes gets rattly, which it isn't. So, and these, I don't know what glazed means, but they say these get glazed sometimes, so I don't know. But I do know that I got all new. Let's see how it looks. All new in the box clutch. Probably don't even need it. It's probably okay. Those are really thick and everything. Well, we'll keep it around for a spare. But it was making some weird noises. Alright. But, new clutch. And new clutch bell. Just for giggles. We don't have to use that old guy, if that old guy was any part of the issue. Alright, new stuff. Just bought it. Alright, so now let's see this thing. The new spring's gonna go in here, so this is old spring. How do I get it out? Belt. That's that. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna keep this cap. Alright. The spring we're going to replace with that white one. Okay, so now we clean. So that new stuff can go into clean stuff. Keepers, cleaners. now that we've definitely got it all cleaned up, we're gonna go ahead and start putting it back together. Malossi packaging unboxing. All right, we've got the 5115639. That's the M51153669 Malossi Variator kit for the 3-valve Piaggio engine that's on the 150 Sprint, Primavera, 946 Fly, and Liberty 3-valve. I'm going after the spring. That goes on there. That goes in there. And then we got new stuff. This is a new clutch. And this is the old bolt. I see it's got a flat side in there. So we'll line that up. All right, it's poking through. Oh, ho, ho, finger spins. That felt good. All right, it's holding. In the kit, we got new and new and new, and these are like this and that and the other thing. These little guys, what do? They go on like that. One way or the other. On to the third one. This was the hardest bit to get off before, so I'm hoping it goes on more easily. And the other one came off. Yeah, it's gonna go on. All right, so then you put the rollers inside the new Variator thing. Let's put this over here with this. Boom. Okay, now people like to do the words clockwise, so we'll do that. These are all 13.5, which is the recommended weights that come with this Malossi kit. That's up a gram from stock. So, a little heavier. Maybe it throws your belt a little higher. Makes you go a little faster. All right. Clockwise all the way around.
Is the car somewhere?
Just down the street. All right. That's all together now. Okay. It looks like it would like to go on there before the belt. I think so. I got it on there without everything falling apart. All right. Back in effect on the Malossi install here. So it does look like we got this good for now. And then we just gotta get this on there, it's all in. Okay, now let's get that in there. In, on. Now, the washer. This is the regular one without any little numbers on it. Yep. Okay. Now we got some Malossi fanage. Aha. All right, flat washer, Belleville washer, and the big nut. That's getting on there. All right, this was something we should actually tighten to torque specs. So let's see if this tool does anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't see how that's gonna... Adjustment. Let's see if this tool will keep this thing from spinning now. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Got that one. I had to not use one of the spacers. Get it in there tight. Well, that's coming along, I gotta say. All right, so we got all Malossi up in here. This is a new but stock clutch, brand new belt. Everything's cleaned up. Inside the case is cleaned up. And I think we pretty much are just gonna slap it back together now. All right, got at least one more tightening up tool to use on the clutch bell, but I think we put the outside on first. Definitely being able to ride this scooter right here across the country within like the first, 6 months of ownership. And then here I am within the first year of ownership. And I've got 15,000 miles on it. I've been able to start to use it to make a little extra money. And now it's inspiring a YouTube channel called Dave-TV, in which I will be able to share more scooter adventures and adventures that I have as I dash about trying to make a little extra money, participating in the gig economy. All right. It's looking all right to me. Let's put it back on. Definitely looks better than it started. Yep. Yeah, okay. This guy, this comes down. All right, we're getting there. All right, so I checked the torque specs. 55 Newton meters in the back here. While I did that, I put the washer and the bolt on, but I won't be able to tighten it. See, the thing is turning. And we gotta use the Piaggio tool. There it's in. I should have probably just not used this as a socket wrench, but oh well. Here we go. There. It's not a socket wrench. Alright, now we are ready for torquification. Champion! Almost there. Yep. Those both are started. And 1, 2, 3. Things all together now, all together now, all together now, all together now. All right, feeling good. Drop it like it's hot. There's that little plastic little Piaggio. Okay, well, that is Dave Dash TV and what we've got inside the Piaggio Liberty ABS 150 2020 Scooter Cannonball Edition. Came in 30th place overall. DVD. Dave Dash TV has got now a new belt at 15,700 miles. Malossi Variator and fan. Brand new stock clutch. Yeah, I think that's where it sits. 13.5 gram roller weights. We're gonna go test this sucker out, see how it goes. Come on along. All right, so we're ready to start it up. I got a mess here. I haven't put any of my mess away. We're gonna start her up. Sounds good. All right, I got some movement in the back wheel. That's a good sign. Let's see. Hee hee, belted, baby. All right, let's go for a ride. Oh, yeah, we're moving. All right, now I got all new back there. This clutch, and everything should be pretty smooth. What's up, Chris? It's a little different. So, I'm noticing with this little hill climb I'm doing where I'm stuck behind this truck right now, turn signal forever, that it's a little bit, I don't know, it's smooth down low, but it's also a little less. Let's see. Woohoo! That feels a little different. That feels a little different, kind of gutsy. Got a little flat spot in it though, for sure. I think I could get used to this. Hey, that's kind of a pretty sunshine. We'll go ahead and take it up to the golf course. See how it does. But I would definitely say that the difference between me being blown out on the side of the freeway and now is I am going, let's do this hill climb. I'm not at full throttle right now, and it's doing fine going up this hill. Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. Dig it. De La Viega Golf Course, ladies and gentlemen. Home of Shakespeare Santa Cruz, and also one of the most famous frisbee golf, disc golf courses, as well as golf. Watch out for, what do you call them, golf carts. I like it. I mean, it's got a different sound. It's a worrier. Oh, I think I need to do an oil change too. Yeah, it's, if my belt blows out, it's telling you it's oil change time. I know I did one at about 12, and we're at 15,729 right now. So, definitely been 3,000 miles. 3,700-ish. New belt, you can have an oil change too. Hey, give me a reason to make another video here on Dave-TV. The beautiful De La Viega Golf Course. Is this guy gonna pull over? Yeah! Alright. Let's see what's up. It's got a different sound. There we go. Woo! That kicked in nice. Oh, come on. Diva D, you done made yourself a Malossi souped up Liberty 150. Don't want to go too fast through the golf course, get somebody yelling at me here on the golf cart crossing. Yikes! Alright. This is more the frisbee golf section. also interested in hearing the microphone, of course. DJ Mike Mini, DJ Mike Mini. Woo! Come on. That's alright. Alright. I'm stoked. Alright. Golf a lot. Why did that Tesla smell bad? What's up, guys? Hey, hey, hey. Get it, get it, get it. Alright, should we see if we can get through? That guy just drove up. That means we can probably drive down, except I think it's one way. The Ultra. Let's see. This guy is definitely going down here for his Frisbee golf disc. It's a do not entry. Alright. We won't go that way. Or into the gravel and dump it. Right on my new belt cover. Not a new cover, but the belt inside is new. I don't know. Wow! Hard brake detected. It's different. It's Variator. Is it louder? I think it feels louder. Slightly. Ooh, rock steady, baby. That's how I feel now. Oh, speed bump detected. Ah, bugs in the face detected. Let's try shielded. What's this guy? Now I got another slow truck to follow. And a speed bump. Checking the sound. I'd like to slow down a little bit and see if I can get into the wind a little where you normally would hear it. See what the mic does. This funky dance all night. Wow! Rock steady. Scooter feels good. And that's what really matters, people. We were able to successfully install the Malossi Variator kit from Scooter West. I'll just say that. It's the very same one that Robot does a video on. And a new clutch. I would have gone with a Malossi clutch, but they didn't have it in stock, and I didn't want to search all over the place. And they did have this stock one in stock, and it feels great back there. I don't feel any of the sort of luggy feeling of an old scooter that it was sometimes experiencing intermittently. And so when I got back from Scooter Cannonball, I was like, I gotta soup up my scooter so it can compete. And then I was like, you know what, I just want to get a new scooter. So, but in between those two discoveries, I bought a bunch of boxes of stuff from Malossi, and then I just let them sit for a while like we do until my belt actually exploded, and now we are hooked up, and we had pretty much everything we needed. All I had to do was go to the store, get some brake parts cleaner and a 35mm socket and an impact gun, which I was ready for anyway. But I was hoping I was going to get away with not buying one. But I bought one, and it worked for everything pretty great, so I'm glad I did. Yay! Thanks, everybody. I think we're going to say that's it for this one. The next one, we'll try to do some food delivery. I'm sure it's going to go great. we're back. Peace.